and welcome to Luis TV. There is no hot water at the Airbnb where we're staying. And I hear the water running and I'm thinking like, who the hell's taking a shower without hot water? How's the water, Wen?
Está rica, muy rica. Mi amor, ¿quieres bañarte conmigo?
No. Brand new shoe. So here's the Coyoacan sign, and there's in the O, there's the little coyote. And of course, that's where the word comes from, Coyoacan. It comes from the word coyote. It's quite difficult to get a clear shot of the signs. A lot of people trying to get their pictures taken, so I think I might have to come back. You know, because sometimes I feel like both an angel and a devil.
La biblioteca.
¿Dónde está el viejo Peter? Okay, Wen, what are we about to do?
Nothing. We are here for Luis. He asked me to come here, so I'm going to give him a makeover.
We're outside a beauty shop.
Because it's cheaper in Mexico. It's so expensive in the United States.
So she is gonna get her hair dyed green. No, ¿de qué color?
Como Beyoncé, rubio.
Okay, that's a wonderful idea. Alright, so we are at the Leon Trotsky Museum, a Russian revolutionary. Actually, he was from the Ukraine. He was instrumental in forming the Red Army, which essentially helped to form the USSR. He was in Lenin's government and was supposed to be his successor when he died, but Joseph Stalin had more support. Anyways, after Joseph Stalin took power of the USSR, Trotsky was exiled. He was a critic of Stalin pretty much for the rest of his life. And I am at his house right now. And as you can see, it looks like a normal courtyard, except that the whole house is walled in with watchtowers everywhere. Now clearly this guy was afraid of people coming to get him for very good reason. People were trying to kill him because he was very critical of Joseph Stalin's government. Okay, so I'm inside the house now, but I just want to show you. These doors are bulletproof and they're heavy. When they were in the house, this was a bunker. Here is actually one of the bedrooms. The bedroom of, I think, his grandson. There's Trotsky's coat and his widow's coat as well. See, these doors are really small, and the doors are solid steel, blast-proof doors. This is actually Trotsky's bedroom. There's where he slept. The window right there is also bulletproof. This is why he was so paranoid. You can see right here, there's a bullet holes that came from that window. And right on the head of the bed, there's 2 bullet holes. So in those days, being critical to Stalin was pretty much a death sentence. And they were trying to kill this guy. And speaking of death sentences, this is Trotsky's workroom. There's his desk. And this is where he was killed. A Spanish assassin came here posing as a writer and asked him to proofread one of his articles. And while Trotsky was sitting at that desk, the assassin took an ice pick, like for ice climbing, and hit him in the head with it. Obviously, he did not survive that. All the artifacts that you see in the house, these are Trotsky's things. This is the room where a lot of the work happened. There's a old voice recorder right there on the corner. That must have been state-of-the-art equipment back in those days. The whole property is walled in because, you know, he wanted to keep everybody out. But right here, there's a little detail. There's a really beautiful balcony, but brick wall right in front of it because he wasn't trying to have any intruders up in here. So he just walled everything up. And speaking of walling everything up, look at this. This here was the main entrance to the property and it's completely walled in. They left only one way to get in and out of this place. And it was right here in the corner. Right there through that door, there is a second door to a bulletproof door. And that was the only way in and out of this place. Whether you like the guy or not, I just think history is kind of important to know. There's his final resting place. Actually, he isn't buried here. He was cremated and his ashes are right here in that box behind the monument. There's a lot of cactuses all around the property, and one of the things that Trotsky liked to do is collect cactuses while he was traveling around. He got to a point where he couldn't safely leave this place, and he never did. He died in his house and his ashes are permanently stored in a cement monument. The guy had a knack for getting exiled, and Mexico City was the last place that he was exiled in. And this is why the museum is here. Alright, so here's something cool. As you guys probably know, this is one of the most populated places in the world. And when you have a finite real estate and a growing population like here, a few years ago, Mexico City started using the spaces underneath the interstate. And they've reclaimed all the underneath the bridges are commercial places. There's a wine shop over there, car dealership here. Every place under a highway is now commercial real estate. There's only so much land. But yeah, this is cool. There's like restaurants, shops. Actually, behind the dealership over there, there's a toy store with a playground. Wendolyne is in this mall right now getting her hair done. Me and La Suegra have been walking around on our own. So let's go see what her status is. Me gustas con canas y todo, pero quítatelas, güey. Since Wendolyne is having her spa day, I guess I'll join. I'm gonna get a shave. I think Wendolyne is done. Let's go see. So the artist that did Wendolyne's hair is Mr. Luis right here. If anybody needs a haircut, just come down to Estilismo in Coyoacán. Continuing with the pre-columbian meals, we have another pre-columbian meal here. What is this called?
Huitlacoche.
Huitlacoche.
It's a fungus that grows in the corn. Usually we harvest them from July to September in Mexico, but it's pre-colonial. So it's part of our Mesoamerican food. What we do is like the organism grows for a while inside, but actually when it's ready, it goes outside of the corn, and when you peel the corn, you can find it and you know that that's a good one. It's like a gold. And now it's inside of the tortilla.
Okay, let's see what it's like. Here we go. Wow, that's really tasty.
So good.
It doesn't taste like mushrooms. That's so good. I don't even know what to compare the taste to. It's delicious. Huitlacoche. Speaking of foreign pre-Columbian food, here is what they call a gordita. This is another pre-Columbian meal that is pretty much eaten all through Latin America. They call it different things. In Central America, there's a very similar dish called pupusas. And in South America, there's arepas. They're all essentially the same meal. A corn bread stuffed with something delicious in it. In my case, got cheese in it.
¿Dónde está la biblioteca?